today's video, we make funky Easter cards, some treat bags, a cool blossom tree decoration, and some rabbit glove puppets. So I'm going to show you now how to make a pop-up Easter card. So these cards are really cool. It looks like an egg when you take the card out of the envelope, but then when you open it out, the egg hatches and there's a message inside, Happy Easter. They're really easy to make. All you have to do is know where to fold your card and how to draw the picture so that you don't see any of the insides on the outside. So first up, I should show you, you can do it upright as well. This is one my son made for my other son. So there's the egg and he's got a tree there. And then when you open it up, out hatches a chick. And there's a message inside. I'm going to make one that's upright like this because they can stand up on their own, whereas these ones can't stand up on their own. So they sort of lean down. So what you need to do is get a piece of paper or card, and the longer it is compared to the width, the better, because it makes it easier for you to have enough area when it's all folded up to draw a nice picture on. So next you need to know how to fold your card. Now you want the biggest section in the middle, that's where your message is going to go. And then the next two sections have to fold over so they exactly cover the middle section. And then the two outer sections need to either be the same length or longer. Right, so an easy way to work out how to do your folds is to get your paper and then fold it so that the middle section is such that the two ends are aligned. I wonder if you can see that properly. There we go. So I'm folding it so my middle section and my two ends are aligned, and keep pressing down, and then get a straight edge. There we go. So, and these two ends, as you can see, are aligned. Then next, what you need to do is pull these two bits back on themselves and then press down such that they meet more or less in the middle of the bottom section. And then press down, and there you should have the pop-up basis of your card. Now next what we need to do is draw our egg. So first, draw your egg without drawing the crack, and I'll show you how to do the crack in the middle of the egg in a moment, because there is a knack to that. Now obviously when you're drawing it will be a bit bumpy because of the other folded bits, so take care when drawing your egg. There we go. Next, you need to do the crack down the middle. So literally act as if this is one sheet of paper and then do a simple crack from one edge of your egg to the other. Just like that. So the crack starts at the join and then goes back and forth and then ends at the join. Now you'll note when you open the card that suddenly the two ends don't have finished cracks. So what you need to do is join up the bits that don't meet by only drawing on the section that you haven't drawn on so far. Okay, so there we go. Now my cracked egg looks complete when the card is open and also when it's closed. So I only drew my extra pieces on the sections that aren't seen when the card is closed. So there we are. And now that's the tricky bit over. We're ready to draw the inside. So the middle panel is where your message will be, and the middle three panels you can decorate. That's what I'm going to do now. Now it's always clever to have an element that runs across the whole of the card. So for instance, the grass runs across the whole of the card, or if you're doing an upright card, you'll notice that this one has a tree that grows long when you open the card. So I'm going to do exactly that and get decorating. Okay, get my felt pens out. So I have now finished my card, and there it is. I should tell you that when you're colouring it in, make sure that you don't colour to the drawing from the cracks, because when you open it out, that is actually no longer egg. So as you can see, I've left that bit white there.
Oops, I'm in the video.
Oh, well, that's okay. Just go to that side and you won't be in the video. Well done.
Oh, but then they still see that.
It's okay.
You
Look,
should.
there's my card, and as you can see, the message goes in the middle 3 panels.
You should edit that out.
And then it says, hooray, and there's a little worm saying, yay, happy Easter, love me. It's so easy to make, and it's so good. And it stands up if you do this type of card, which is landscape, not portrait. Cheep, 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 happy Easter, cheep, cheep, cheep. So now I'm going to show you how to make some...
finished colouring now.
Oh, let's see. Oh, no. He's finished colouring his. Let's have a look. This is my son's card. So we open it up. And there we go. Chicky is inside. Ah, happy Easter. There you go. So next, I'm going to show you how to make some super cool little treat bags. You can put eggs inside them, or they're good for putting popcorn in if you want to watch a movie and have a movie night. And you can decorate them either all Eastery or just so that they look super cool. So first of all, you need to get your hands on a piece of paper. Wrapping paper is better if you want a big bag. I'm just going to make a little bag, so I'm just going to use a piece of paper like this. And then you need to get something to wrap your paper around that's of the same size as you want your treat bag to be. So I am using this book. Okay, so you can use sticky tape. I'm using glue to stick my edge down, and it's good to get the seam on the corner if you can, because then it doesn't spoil the look of your bag. And then, as you would with a birthday present, you need to wrap the end as well in a neat fashion. You might want to get a grown-up to help you with that. Hello, my son has just come next to me here, so I'm going to glue that down. But like I say, you can use sticky tape, and then what you're going to do... Oi, ow, shoo, 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 shoo. Okay, so once your book is wrapped, then you can decorate your bag. Now, you could, for instance, do a little animal on it, like 2 eyes. I could make this into a piggy because it's pink. I'll do that on one side to show you. If you had a yellow one, you could do a chick. If you have a white one, you could do a bunny rabbit. But if not, you could just decorate it. If you've got wrapping paper, it's probably quite funky anyway. You can decorate it with stickers or drawings, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm just finishing off decorating. You can see that on one side I've done a pig because I've got a pink bag, and it's really easy to do animal faces. You just need to literally do 2 eyes and a smile and then a nose, so that's a piggy nose. And I've stuck on 2 pink triangle ears, but you could draw triangles if you don't have any pink sticky stuff, and then you can draw or write a message at the bottom, your Easter message. Then on the other side I'm just decorating with eggs and bunnies, and if you wanted to make a white bag with a big bunny face, you could...
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. What's that? It's decorations for my bag. Okay, I'll finish. You could do a little bunny nose, 2 whiskers, eyes, and then you could do little sticky out ears. Or if you've got a yellow bag, you could do a chicky face with just 2 eyes and a little beak and 2 little feet in a sort of similar vein to the pig.
If you want to know what the letters are for, one is for happy and one is for
okay,
Easter.
I'll stick them on. Happy Easter. And now what you need to do is slip whatever it is you've wrapped up out of the paper ever so carefully, and then your gift bag or your Easter bag is ready for eggs or whatever you want to put in it, little treats, once you've put a handle on. Now you can either do two little handles, like a sort of shopping bag or a carrier bag. Oi, what are you doing? Okay, I'll give you some food in a minute. Or you could do what I'm doing, which is a lot easier, and just do one little ribbon at the top. So get a hole punch, you might need a grown up to help you, and then stick a hole in the top there. There we go. And then you need to get a bit of ribbon, and then once you've put your eggs or whatever in, thread your ribbon through. There we go. And there you've got a little Easter treat bag to put eggs and so on in. I think you should find a longer ribbon. There we go.
I want to tell you something. Then how would you open the bag up?
Well, if you have a longer ribbon, you would tie a bow, but I've just done one little knot that's easy to untie. That's how you open it up. There we go. Now I'm going to show you how to make a really cool Easter decoration. It looks good for on a table, as a table decoration, or just in your bedroom. And it's essentially an Easter blossom tree. To start off, you will need a twig or a stick. The more branches your twig or stick has, the better, because it needs to look a bit tree-like. And then you'll need a vase or something to stand up in. I've put mine in a lump of modelling clay, but it looks very bare and un-Eastery. It's pretty autumn-like, so we need to put some little flowers to go onto it. Now, all you need to make your little flowers is crepe paper or tissue paper. You could literally even use tissues. To make a rose, what you do is you just roll it around and then start rolling the strip that you're rolling as you go, and then you'll see that it ends up, there we go, looking a bit like a rose, and you could glue that down. There we go. And that is a tissue paper rose, and they look really cool stuck on the tree. You have to glue it. I'll just stick one on to show you. You can just stick it with some sticky tape once you've glued it in place. Just going to glue mine in place now. So wherever you can, just glue the different layers of your rose together, and that will just keep it held in place. There we go. And next I am going to stick it to my tree with a bit of sticky tape. So I've stuck my first one in, and then I'm making a second one in purple. Roses look really, really good in reds and pinks and purples and yellow as well. And those are really kind of good Eastery colours. But there we go. There's my second one. They really do look very rose-like when they're finished. There we are, that's the second one. So I've made a couple of purple roses to show you, and you could decorate it all into a lovely rose bush with different colours on. But what is even more Eastery than making roses is making blossoms. So for blossom, it's good to have pink tissue paper, but as I said, you can actually use white tissue or loo roll, and these little blossoms are much smaller. You literally just scrunch up a bit of pink tissue like that. It's like a mini rose. And I have to say, with the roses and the blossoms, the minute you tape them on the tree, then they're really held nicely in place. So the sticky tape does the job of keeping the blossoms and the roses together. It's good because the roses are a bit bigger to glue them. There we go. So as you can see there, I've put my first blossom on. I'm going to now continue and do the whole tree. Give it a good little scrunch. Oh, my sellotape's not sticking. there we go. And if you can see that, and I'm just going to keep adding to the tree and it will look really pretty. So I'll see you in a minute. So there you go, I've added a few more pink little blossoms to my tree. Now I'm going to show you how you can make the same effect but with just tissue paper. So this could literally be loo roll or just a tissue, a scrunched up tissue that you have knocking around. And once again, it's the same thing. We're going to turn it into a little flower shape by going around in a circle. A good way to actually do it is to pinch the bottom end as you're twisting. So it's almost like a bud, and you've got a little stalk at the end. There we go. Now, to turn it into a two-tone cherry blossom, you just need to add some pink to it. So I'm just going to add pink. There we go. You can add pink around the edges and it makes a really good cherry blossom effect. So I'm going to stick a few of those onto my tree now, and they're literally just made out of tissue paper. So there you can see I've added some two-tone tissue paper flowers, which are just made with ordinary tissue paper. You could literally use a bit of loo roll, and even one sheet makes a good blossom. But obviously whatever you can get your hands on knocking around, but putting a bit of pink in the center, as you can see from this one here and some of these. Now the final touch is leaves, and it really brings the whole thing to life. So now I just cut out a few green leaves. You could actually use real leaves if you could get your hands on some little small leaves, but cutting them out of green paper and then sticking them on once again with sticky tape gives a really good effect. Or they're so small you could just cut it out of white paper and colour them in green. Top tip is masking tape works really well to stick the flowers and the leaves in place. So now I'm going to show you how to make these super cool bunny glove puppets. You just need some paper and some felt pens. So first of all, what you need is an A4 sheet of paper. And then next, what we're going to do, we're going to fold it, but not quite in half. Fold it so that you have an overlap of about 1 centimetre. And then fold the overlap over. Then we're going to glue all the way along that tab and stick it to the other side of the paper. So you've kind of got a tube. So next you need to take your tube and then fold it in half like that. There we go. And then fold it in half again. So you've got it folded into quarters essentially. Then slip one half back over the top so it looks like a zigzag, and you'll find you can easily slip your hand in like that at the ends, and that is the basis of our glove puppet. So next we need to decorate the face. So I'm just going to stick on a pink bunny nose, and you could draw a bunny nose on if you wanted. There we are. And then I'm going to just draw a couple of bunny eyes. There we go. Then I'm going to put 2 little whiskers on each side. I already cut out a pink tongue, but you could draw a pink tongue inside Bunny's mouth. So now Bunny just needs some ears. So here I've cut out 2 bunny ear shapes from paper. I'm just gonna stick them on my bunny. And then my glove puppet is complete, ready to use. Hello. 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 We're bunnies. And that is your super cool bunny glove puppets for Easter. Yay! Yay! Happy Easter and happy crafting. If you enjoyed this video, please share and subscribe.